Alright everybody, I'm back in the backyard again. Another day, another video. Okay, so I'm out here today and I'm gonna do a little harvesting. This heirloom tomato right here, it looks good enough for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick that. I can get it off of there. There it goes. That's heirloom tomato. And I put it in a bowl. And we see we got another one about to come ripe soon. That'll be ripe. So I haven't been out here really. The other day I did a video, but it was kind of like brief. So I'm actually coming out here and trying to pick a couple of these things. I got some tomatoes that's been falling on the ground. So take a little time to get back here and see what I can find. Got some jalapeno peppers I know I need to pick. So I'll go ahead and start doing those. See? I know I need to let this plant, encourage this plant to grow more. This plant is pretty full right now, full of jalapenos. You can see that when I'm back here, you can see like these kale, they did get a little bigger, and they are starting to get a little, they are starting to grow some, and that's basically because we start, hopefully, not really hopefully, because I don't really like cold weather, but it's gonna start getting a little cooler, and then the kale and the collard green plants. It's a collard green plant. These little collard green plants might start getting big, start to grow. So, going into the fall, that's exactly what happens. And then the collard green plants will start to grow better. Right now, I think we still get 90-degree days. High 80s. To 90-degree days out here. So I think that's all I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna probably let these, because you see it's still putting on blooms. See that? As long as it's still flowering, it's gonna still grow, produce more peppers. And these right here, they can get bigger, like the ones I got in the bowl. So you can see the difference. This one versus that one. See? So I'm gonna let them stay. I'm not gonna bother them. But I will pick these little eggplants. As you can see, they're still putting on blooms too. And they usually will last all the way into the fall. They will continue to grow. And I'm gonna come around here, get these tomatoes off the vine. Oh, off the, let's see. It's been so long since I've been back here, been picking these tomatoes. And I thought I had actually pulled up all the cherry tomato plants, the small ones, like these. But apparently I didn't. I thought I had got rid of those plants. Because these are the only ones I thought left, the oval ones. So I'm just go ahead and pick some of these now. I may juice some, or I may just put some in the I may just put them in the freezer and freeze them if they're not going to use it for anything for right now. But that's normally what we'll do. If we don't use them for now, we just freeze them. Because in the winter time, you can use it for soups, and you can make soups out of it, anything you want to make. Let's see. There's just so many of these little cherry tomatoes. Go ahead and get these. Then walk around the other side. Go ahead and pull this eggplant off. Anyway, so again, I'm not going to show you, sit down and pick all these cherry tomatoes, because there's so many of them and it take too long to pick them all. Let's see if I can get back in here. So some of them been sitting on the vine too long. They're actually starting to they got overripe. But that's okay, because I'm gonna show y'all something else. When they overripe and they fall to the ground, if I don't catch them in time, that's what they do. They grow more plants. And I'm gonna show y'all that. Look at this. So, let's get over here. Now, I had a tomato plant that came up last year. And if y'all go back in the videos, I showed y'all that. Well, look. That tomato plant has tomatoes have fell on the ground and dropped seeds. Look at all these tomato plants that just came up this year off of that plant. All these little tomato plants. So that's what happens. So a lot of my cherry tomato plants, I don't have to redo them every year because they come up every year. Some of these seeds, now it's been so warm out here that they actually came up this year. And I had a watermelon that did the same thing. And look at this. I had a watermelon that rotted right here on the ground. And look at the seeds that came up after it. These are all watermelon plants that just came up. And then normally they'll come up the next year. But like I said, it's been so warm. There's one right there, right here, just starting to come out the ground. But all these just came up after a rotten watermelon. And here's another tomato plant. Right here, it just came up, sitting by itself. And then there's one back there. So if the weather stays warm enough, what will happen is I have a yard full of tomatoes. Y'all won't believe this, but look at all these tomato plants. All these are tomato plants. Look at all of them. And you know what they came off of? Now, do y'all remember I had a tomato plant sitting right here? The one that I picked out of your yard, that I had picked, and they had the green tomatoes on it. And I had it let it sit here so that the tomatoes could turn red. I picked a lot of those tomatoes off. However, a lot of them actually fell on the ground. And now look, these are all tomato plants that came up. That's amazing that many came up. There's too many, I can't even count them all. They're all underneath the chair, all back here, all right around that same area. So, that's nature at its best. Something dies, something else comes back to life. And it just keeps on moving. All right. Take a look over here. See, look at all those cherry tomatoes. I won't be able to get all those. I'm not gonna even try. Or maybe I will. Go back and freeze them. Anyway, so this is what the bowl is looking like right now. Because I wanted to get some herbs too. I wanted to do another smoothie. And I want to look at this stevia, some basil, put some of those collard greens in there. Man, it's a jungle back here now. So maybe next year we'll have some grapes on this vine. Right now I just spread it, went all the way to the end of this post I made. So we'll see what happens with that. So anyway, I'm gonna get down here and see, got some rosemary. Yeah, so I'm basically what I'm gonna do next, I'm just going ahead, I don't wanna make this video too much longer than it is now. I'm just going ahead and basically get some of these herbs. I'm gonna put it in a bowl right here. And I might make me a smoothie or something out of it later on. I haven't made one this week yet, so it's time to make one. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit the bell for future notifications of more videos. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.